The rain was relentless that evening when Sarah Malik arrived at the old brick building on Barton Street. She stood under the flickering streetlight, suitcase in hand, staring up at the worn-out sign that read Evergreen Apartments. She was exhausted. A new city, a new job, and no family to fall back on. When the landlord offered her the top-floor unit for half the usual rent, she didn't question it. Lucky find, she told herself. Old place, quiet neighbors. What could go wrong? The apartment smelled faintly of dust and damp paint. The wallpaper peeled in places, and the windows groaned when she tried to open them. Still, it felt like a new start. That night, she unpacked her things and played soft music on her phone to drown the silence. But around 2 a.m., she awoke to a faint sound. Footsteps, slow and heavy, pacing just above her ceiling. She frowned. "There's no one upstairs," the landlord had said. "You've got the top floor all to yourself." Sarah stood on her bed and pressed her ear to the ceiling. The steps stopped. Then, faintly, she heard a whisper, something she couldn't quite catch. Her heart thudded. She turned off the light. Silence. A few days later, while cleaning, Sarah noticed a metal grate over the air vent. Behind it, something glinted. A small cassette tape labeled June 12, 1994. She laughed nervously. Probably some weird art project, she thought, but curiosity won. She borrowed an old tape player from a thrift shop and pressed play. At first, only static. Then a woman's voice, sobbing. "Please, make it stop. It's inside the walls." Then a loud bang. Then silence. Sarah dropped the tape. Her hands trembled. She replayed it. The voice returned, but this time, through her headphones, she could swear she heard a faint echo of her own breathing. Sarah decided to ask her neighbor, Mr. Han, a quiet old man who lived downstairs. "Did something happen in my apartment?" she asked. He looked away. "They don't tell you everything," he muttered. "But if you hear the walls talking, don't answer back." That night, the walls did talk. Faint, broken voices, men, women, crying, whispering. And one voice among them whispered clearly, "Sarah." Convinced there was an attic space above her, Sarah found a narrow hatch in the hallway ceiling. She pulled it open with a chair and flashlight in hand. Dust fell like ash. Inside, only darkness and rows of tape recorders, all still running, clicking softly. One of them had a fresh label, October 9, 2025. Her blood ran cold. That was today's date. A sound crackled from the recorder. "Sarah, don't turn around." She froze. Her flashlight flickered, and behind her, in the blackness, she heard breathing. Days later, the landlord posted a "For Rent" sign on apartment 47 again. A young couple toured the unit. The walls looked freshly painted, and the old cassette player sat neatly on a shelf. When the woman pressed play, she heard a calm, familiar voice. "Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome home." Then static. Then laughter, soft, echoing, endless.